Hello, welcome to the attempted colonization of China. We're going to start off with the Opium Wars. During the mid-1800s, the British government smuggled opium into China. The Chinese government did not approve for multiple reasons. The opium is basically less potent heroin, and people knew almost all the risks back then. So obviously you don't want a ton of basically heroin going into your country. And so the Chinese government wrote to the British government asking them to stop. The British government continued. And this ended up with both countries going to war. The Chinese government lost this war horribly because of how untechnologically advanced they were. Now, the countries that tried to take China through colonization were Britain, France, Germany, Japan, Russia, and Russia, sorry. And the countries didn't really invade the country. What they did was instead they had spheres of influence for basically areas that they economically controlled, and they were able to do trade freely throughout there. The success of foreign influence. All of the spheres of influence were able to stay there for a while and continue to have there from the mid-1800s to the beginning of the 20th century. And throughout all this time, China was very weak, and they didn't really recover from that until the mid 1900s. And many ports that the Chinese government had closed were now opened against their will. The Boxer Rebellion. There were many rebellions that were brought up during around this time in China because nobody really liked the situation that they were in. So losing both, or not both, a lot of wars with many different countries due to them trying to have foreign influence, that brought shame upon the Chinese people. And the peace fighters / the Boxers, they claimed that they fought for peace, and they wanted to get rid of the foreigners, and they especially hated Christians. They their main technique was torching Christians' houses and churches. And so then this led to more war, and eventually the Boxer Rebellion was stopped by the government. Thank you. This is Meme Time. This is the end. Please like and subscribe.